Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us. Jeff is off. A shooting on Green Bay's east side has left a 16-year-old boy hospitalized. Police revealing more details about the situation. A press conference we brought you online less than an hour ago. Emily Riley joins us live with what they said. Emily.
Brittany, police say they're searching the area right now for a suspect and no arrests have yet been made. They also tell us that the 16-year-old boy is in the hospital recovering from injuries that are not life-threatening. Officers responded to the shooting around 12:30 this afternoon on the intersection of Mills and Village Streets. Police report a 16-year-old victim was shot and taken to a local hospital, and police say almost everyone in their investigations division and all available patrol officers are working to learn more.
Our investigators and patrol officers are working on determining who is responsible for this as we speak.
Police say the investigation is still ongoing. It's still very early on, and they're encouraging anyone with information related to the case to contact them. Reporting live in Green Bay, Emily Riley, Action 2 News.